Public School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning chapter 10, gravitation. Now, last time I have told you regarding mass and weight. What is mass? Mass is a quantity of a matter occupied by an object, and weight is a product of mass and gravitation acceleration, right? W is equal to mg. Now the question arises to you is, will the weight of an object on earth and the moon, does it remains the same? And the answer is no. We know mass will never change, right? Mass will never change, but the weight will change from one planet to another planet. And the question is why? Why? Because of gravitational acceleration. The value of g, the value of g on earth is 9.8 meter per second square, but the value of g on moon is not that same, right? Let me show you how. If you see, we are going to find out the weight of an object on the moon. So for that, what we will do is, we will see the weight of an earth. So for that we need this table. So if you talk about the weight of an object on moon, we need G, capital G. Capital G is always remains the same, 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. mm means mass on moon, right? Right? That is mass of a moon. Small m is the mass of an object and Rm is the distance between them. Similarly, if you want to weight of an object on earth, we need the same quantity, mass of a earth, mass of an object, radius means this thing. Now when you try to put all this value and when you find out, we say when we take that ratio, the ratio turns out to be 1/6. 1/6, the ratio turns out to be 1/6 means what? The weight of an object on moon is 1/6 the weight of an object on earth. Yes, exactly. The weight of an object on moon is 1/6 the weight of an object on earth. What does that mean? Let me show you. For example, let's say your weight. So what we got is weight of an object on moon is 1/6 the weight of an object on earth. Let's say your weight on earth is 60 Newton, right? Understand why we do not write kg, okay? Because weight is a force. Now, so what is your weight on earth? It is multiplying by 60, so you get only 10 Newton exactly. So think, whatever is your weight on earth, your weight on moon is just 1/6 of what is it. Why? Because the value of g on earth is more and the value of g on moon is less. And how much it is less? How much it is less? Gm is 1/6 that of earth, okay, and that is what, 1/6 into 9.8. Understood? So this is what about weight of an object on moon. Similarly, all for the other planets also it can be the same, but for here in our chapter they just ask you to find out this thing. Now thrust and pressure. Now understand, this is in the deleted portion of it, but still I'll help you. Thrust and pressure. We have seen or heard many a times about pressure, right? Now what is exactly it is? Now remember, there are certain concepts that must be buzzing you in your mind, that you know, when a sharp knife, when you cut a vegetable with a sharp knife, you can easily cut it, you can easily cut that vegetable, but when you try to cut with a blunt knife, it is not possible, right? Why is it so? You know, okay, you must have seen that drawing pins has a pointed part at the on one side and has a more area on the other side. Many such questions are there, and all these questions can be answered with only one thing, that is thrust and pressure. Now what, let me first teach you what is thrust. Thrust is a perpendicular force. What do you say? Thrust is a perpendicular force, okay? Thrust is a perpendicular force. So it's simple, it's nothing. What is thrust? Whenever we say thrust is a perpendicular force, remember one thing, you know, you have to put up or put a poster on that drawing board. Do you put a pin in the cross way or you put it in a straight. So you always apply force perpendicular, remember. You never apply force. If you want to cut a vegetable, you always cut it in the straight path. What if you try to cut it in the cross path? You have to apply more force. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So what is thrust? Thrust is what? Thrust is what? Perpendicular force. Then what is pressure? We say pressure is thrust upon area. Pressure is what? Thrust upon area. And here is your answer. See, pressure and area are inversely proportional. What do you mean by this? If your pressure increases, right? Suppose we cannot do we can do it in this way. If your area increases, your pressure decreases, and if your area decreases, your pressure increases. This is a very simple example of a knife. You know, if your knife is blunt means the area is more, and then you try to cut that vegetable with the same force, will it get cut? No. Why? This is the answer. Area increases, pressure decreases. But when you sharpen your knife, means your area decrease. When your area decrease, your pressure automatically increases. So you can easily cut a knife. There's one more example I'll tell you regarding that. Your school bag, right? Or your bag. You know, your bag have a flap like this. Your bag have a flap like this, and it has a sponge on it. Okay, it has a sponge on it. Now you know you have a broad flap. What if it just have a thread? You know the thread. Who get hurted more? This one. Why? Area is less, so the pressure is more. Here the area is more, so the pressure is less. Understood now? Right? So that is the reason they used to sharpen the things. Okay, and that is the reason we should increase the area where we have to hold our anything, so that the pressure decreases. Okay, so this is a simple concept of thrust and pressure. Again, this is not examination point of view, so you still remember the SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square, or as it is founded by a scientist named Blaise Pascal, the SI unit of pressure is also Pascal. Understood what I say? So it's very simple. Okay, pressure is thrust upon area, and this is the definition of pressure. Fine, that's it for today. Thank you so much. Mostly our chapter is done. Still, you try to remember this thing. Okay, thank you. Bye.